Tonight it's Houston and Detroit, two division leaders crossing blades under the lights. We've frozen the total at 6.5 runs, and we're staying disciplined. Walk with me, one arm at a time. Hunter Brown first. 10 wins, a 2.45 ERA, and a 1.00 whip paint the season. Tight traffic control, heavy strikeouts, and the curveball as his exit ramp. When he misses, it's usually arm-side yanks that turn into walks and long counts. Brown's rhythm is ride and drop, rising fastball at the letters, then the hook that steals a take. Give him early strikes and he cruises. Force him into 3-ball trenches, and that clean line can smudge fast, especially with men on and the cutter backing up. Tarek Skubal next. 11 wins, a 2.42 ERA, a 0.87 whip, and the calm of a lefty who commands both rails. 4-seam up to change-up down, slider to the back foot. He locks hitters into the vertical. But the second time through is always a truth teller. If the change floats or the heater leaks to the heart, Houston's right-handed core punishes quickly. Skubal is elite at denying barrels. He's not invincible. Game state, Comerica's big alleys, top 12 pitching staffs, 2 lineups living in the league's top half. To casual eyes, that whispers, under. The market mostly sits around 8 to 8.5. Our number is 6.5. That 2-run gap is our edge. Aces can mute the first act, but bullpens write final chapters. A walk, a flare, a misplaced slider, and 6 becomes 7 before anyone exhales. Extra innings are the quiet ally of an over this low. Detroit enters 7-3 across the last 10, first in the Central. Houston 5-5, first in the West. The Astros lead baseball in strikeouts per 9, a weapon that travels. The Tigers bring a top 10 run rate and real night game thump. That balance tilts us away from a fragile under and towards scoring windows, even in an ace matchup. Levers I want pulled. Houston stretching counts against the lefty, hunting first pitch heaters when they get one. Detroit turning traffic into pressure. Stolen bases aren't their identity, but first to third is. One crooked inning on either side changes the math completely. Both dugouts know one mistake swings the night. And today's AI pick is over 6.5 runs. Will we cash or will we burn? Abaddon, take the next game.
New York at Tampa Bay. No romance, no nostalgia, just leverage. We've frozen the book, we've got the matchup, and we're going to walk straight through it. Carlos Rodon first. 12 wins, a 3.25 ERA, a whip barely over 1. That's traffic control. 4-seam rides at the top, slider rips the belt line, changeup keeps right-handers honest. The risk profile is simple. Don't feed free bases. When Rodon stays in attack counts, the barrel rate collapses. When he nibbles, pitch count climbs and the 7th becomes the 5th. Tampa struggles to generate loud contact against left-handers when they're forced to hit behind in the count. Rodon's path is clear. Strike 1. Expand late. Let the defense convert. Shane Baz next. The arm is electric. The line is not. 8 wins, 9 losses, a 4.93 ERA, and a whip north of 130. That's volatility. Flashes of wipeout followed by an inning that breaks. His fastball can jump but miss up and into this lineup, and the baseball leaves early. The slider is his equalizer. When it backs up, rallies appear out of thin air. Recent home starts have bled runs in clusters. 2 quick base runners, 1 mistake, 3 on the board. Against the Yankees' power spine, that's a losing recipe. Game state. Neutral site feel in Tampa, but the dugouts aren't equal. New York brings top-tier slug and run creation. Tampa brings speed and prevention, not thunder. If the Rays get a lead, it's usually built on motion and pressure, not extra base violence. That makes them vulnerable to strikeouts and double plays when they chase. The Yankees don't need 5 singles to score. They need 1 swing. That compresses the path to separation and protects against strand rate luck. Levers we pull. Work Baz's pitch count early. Force the slider into the zone. Punish the first center cut fastball. On Rodon's side, erase the leadoff walk. Stay ruthless with 2 strikes and keep the ball out of pull side loft. If we trade zeros through 4, Advantage still New York. Once bullpens arrive, the Yankees offense holds the cleaner path to a crooked inning. We don't chase plus money decoration tonight. We take the win condition with the highest clarity. And today's AI pick is Yankees money line. Will we cash or will we burn? Sapphira, take the next game.
Seattle visits Philadelphia in the heat of late August, a hitter's park humming with consequence. We have our number frozen at 8 runs and we have our edge selected. Let's walk the mounds first, one by one, and then we will choose. Bryce Miller opens for the Mariners. The shape of his 2025 season is volatility. A .573 earned run average and a 1.54 walks plus hits per inning tell you how many doors he leaves ajar. The fastball has carry, the slider can bite, but command slippage turns those gifts into traffic. 2 base runners, 1 miss, and 3 runs appear. Coming off injury and rehab, his pitch count management matters. If Philadelphia forces deep counts, the third time through becomes a cliff. Christopher Sanchez stands for the Phillies with quiet authority. 11 wins, a .245 ERA, walks plus hits per inning just above 1, and strikeouts that arrive without drama. He mixes a riding sinker with a fading change and a sweeper that steals barrels. Ground balls follow like a tide. His risk is over-aggression in the zone when he gets ahead, rare but punishable by right-handed lift. Keep him out of mid-threes and he erases innings before they breathe. Game context. Citizens Bank Park turns contact into consequence. The Phillies bring balance, table setters, then thunder from the middle. The Mariners can flash power, but their run creation hinges on clean contact and sequence, not walks. Philadelphia's defense and run prevention are stronger than their reputation, and their bullpen stabilizes late frames when Sanchez hands the ball away. Seattle's path looks narrow. Miller must land first pitch strikes, win the corners, and avoid the ambush swing. The home frame gives them last swing leverage and poise at night. Pressure levers. I want Philadelphia hunting fastballs early, then shifting to patience to drive Miller's pitch count. I want traffic before the heart of the order, so 1 mistake equals 2 bases and a lead. On defense, protect against the opposite field double, hold the running game modest, and let Sanchez live in advantage counts. This is a margins night. We will not ask for dozen runs or a miracle comeback. We will ask for separation and we will take it. And today's AI pick is Phillies minus 1.5 runs at plus 115. Will we cash or will we burn? Anna, take the next game.
Baltimore at Boston under the lamps at Fenway, where a fly ball to left is a question with a sharp answer. We've frozen our number and locked our line. Now we read the arms, then the shape of the night, and then we choose. Tomoyuki Sugano for the Orioles. 10 wins, a .413 earned run average, walks plus hits at 1.27 across 126 and a third. His rhythm is poise first. Fastball to the black, cutter under the hands, split that falls through the floor late. When he is on time, contact is thin and ordinary. When he rushes, the fastball flattens and the split arrives too high, turning lift into trouble off the monster. He is at his best when he steals first pitch strikes and refuses the middle. He is at risk when he must throw a strike into a count that already owns him. Walker Buehler for the Red Sox. 7 wins, 7 losses, a .543 earned run average, 1.55 on the traffic line. The weapon set is real. 4-seam ride, tight slider, the curve that can redraw an at-bat, but command drift has turned glitter into grit. When he gets ahead, hitters are defensive and the slider finishes the work. When he falls behind, the heater lives in the belt and exit velocity follows. The correction is simple and hard. Own strike 1. Keep the slider off the arm side edge to left-handers and treat the third time through like it is optional, not owed. Game state. Boston's lineup carries balance and thump with sequence behind it. Baltimore's offense can sting, but their profile leans on bursts rather than sustained traffic, and their run prevention has been a leak all summer. Fenway turns mistakes into doubles, and the Red Sox defense has lived a little rough, but the counterweight is their bullpen's ability to stabilize a lead if handed the ball clean after 6. The Orioles' path is Sugano dictating pace and the split staying beneath barrels. The Red Sox path is pressure, deep counts, opposite field line drives, and one crooked inning before the seventh. Levers I want pulled. Buehler under control early, living at the top when he is ahead, and burying the slider under the zone to finish. Offensively, let discipline build the rally. Chase Sugano off the edges, then drive the first center cut mistake without trying to hit 5 runs in one swing. And today's AI pick is Red Sox money line. Will we cash or will we burn? Rocco, take the next game.
Los Angeles Dodgers at Colorado Rockies, Coors Field under a dry Denver sky. This park turns routine contact into extra bases, and the scoreboard never feels safe. We've frozen our number, and we've locked our edge. Let's start with the arms. Emmett Sheehan for the Dodgers. The line this season says it clean. Strikeouts present, traffic manageable when he stays in attack counts. His ride up in the zone plays, and the slider tightens the at-bat when he is ahead. The risk in this altitude is the obvious one. Fly balls carry. That means first pitch strikes matter even more, and free passes are unacceptable. If Sheehan keeps the ball off the heart and uses elevation wisely, he can turn Coors into a series of harmless pop-ups and frustrated takes. Give him early leverage, and 5 strong is on the table. Austin Gomber for the Rockies. Left-hander, command over power, but this year's profile is rough. Too many base runners, too many barrels when the fastball flattens. Right-handed hitters have found loud contact, and long innings have followed. His path to survival is narrow. Live on the black, steal called strikes with the first pitch, and make Los Angeles lift toward the big part of the yard. Miss in the belt, and the inning gets loud in a hurry. Game state. The Dodgers bring a lineup that does not need sequence to score. One swing can erase a mistake. The Rockies' offense has leaned on spurts and home park lift, but sustained pressure has been rare. Los Angeles owns the bullpen edge and the defensive edge, and as the road team they still bat in the 9th. Extra chances to put distance on the board. That matters when you are laying a run and a half. What I want from Los Angeles: force Gomber into predictable counts, hunt the first center cut heater, and then get patient when he scrambles. Make him throw 3 good pitches in a row. He has not done that often. What I want from Sheehan: no free base runners, expand late with the slider, and keep the 4 seam above barrels, not through them. Let the outfield play deep and cut off doubles. We can live with singles. This is a margins game in a hitter's park, and the better roster holds the lever. And today's AI pick is Dodgers minus 1.5 runs. Will we cash or will we burn? Lilith, gather the ledger and bring the recap.
5 games, 5 doors. Which one swings to glory and which one to flame? Here's the ledger. Today's AI picks: 1. Houston Astros at Detroit Tigers, over 6.5 runs. 2. New York Yankees at Tampa Bay Rays, Yankees money line. 3. Seattle Mariners at Philadelphia Phillies, Phillies minus 1.5 runs. 4. Baltimore Orioles at Boston Red Sox, Red Sox money line. 5. Los Angeles Dodgers at Colorado Rockies, Dodgers minus 1.5 runs. En español, nuestros picks de hoy: 1. Astros de Houston versus Tigres de Detroit, más de 6.5 carreras. 2. Yankees de Nueva York versus Rays de Tampa Bay, Yankees a ganar, línea de dinero. 3. Marineros de Seattle versus Phillies de Filadelfia, Phillies menos 1.5. 4. Orioles de Baltimore versus Medias Rojas de Boston, Medias Rojas a ganar, línea de dinero. 5. Dodgers de Los Ángeles versus Rockies de Colorado, Dodgers menos 1.5. Like and subscribe. Will we cash or will we burn? Und der alte Satz flüstert im Dunkel: wer nicht wagt, der nicht gewinnt. The old saying whispers in the dark: nothing ventured, nothing gained.